Hello again, friends, and welcome to another fine edition of 151. My name is Adam, and I'm joined by a man who thinks Skeletor should have his own line of facial makeup. Ladies and gentlemen, his name is Justin.
Thank you very much.
We are 151, presented by Skeleton Vineyards. If you want to know more about them, you can go to their Facebook page, which is at Skeleton Vineyards.
Do you think Skeletor would drink Skeleton? I think he would.
I think he would. Why not? We're also joined again by our friend Moose.
Hey, guys.
Hey. So,
Thanks for having me back.
Hey, we appreciate it. We appreciate you coming out here a second time.
I know. The whole time I was at home, I was like, when are they going to bring me back?
I know,
Come
right?
back. I sound like Mr. Magoo.
Really bad. How many impressions do you think you can do?
15, 20.
15, like
How
good?
many well?
2.
Like if I said like you had to do 10 really good impressions right now, could you do 10 really good impressions?
I think so.
Okay. Well, it's a good Here's a gun in your mouth. Get to work. We're 151 on that note.
That's a terrible impression.
Yeah, I know. We're 151 presented by Skeleton Vineyards. You can find out more about us by going to our Facebook, Twitter, and Tumblr pages, all at 151 The Show. Plus, you can find us on Podbean, iTunes, and YouTube. We hope that you subscribe to all of those channels.
More goodness that is us.
Yes.
I know I've subscribed.
No, you haven't.
Have you gone back and watched any of the shows?
151. Yeah. I watch it all the time.
Uh-huh.
Great show. You guys with your mics and you talk, and it's wonderful.
We do the stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We talk about things, and man, I love your things. You guys have great things, and you talk about it. And it's on video.
Yeah. All right.
I'll watch more now. I
Okay.
will.
Yeah, sure you will.
I will.
Well, I'm on it, so.
The ones that I wanted viewings to be like 200,000 because I'm just watching it over and over and over.
Evie, come here.
Yeah.
You got to see Daddy. Daddy, I've seen you on this show.
No. Daddy's on TV. Come here.
We'll watch it more, I swear. On the life of my kids.
No, swear on something important to you.
Your penis.
Yeah. My Wang Chung. I swear my Wanner.
There you go. I believe you now. On that note, let's play another rousing game of Bag O' Questions. All right. So Bag O' Questions is a little thing we do on the show where we literally have a bag o' questions.
Does that answer your
Yeah,
earlier
like,
questions about
I
how
was
this
really
works?
confused about what a bag of questions is.
Yes.
And what's really, it's weird that like people really like this.
Okay.
And yeah, we did it kind of as a joke the first time, and then it was like, oh my god, people.
Well, the
watched.
first time we did the speed dating questions.
Yeah.
Which was kind of weird. Some of them to ask each other those questions, but then we turned it into the bag of questions, and
We literally answered they had
People
this like
responded.
50 questions you ask on speed dating.
Oh,
dates.
really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we just went back and forth and answered those.
That sounds interesting,
Yeah.
too.
So-
if you'd watched the show, you'd know.
Yeah,
I know. I must have went to the bathroom on that part of it.
yeah, must
I
have.
don't know how to pause the YouTubes.
No, the YouTubes and I just don't. Anyways, so we play Bag of Questions. We'll go around the horn until we answer so many within. Do we want to put a time limit on it or not? No. Just
Let's
go for a little
go.
bit. Well, our next interview will be here in a little bit. So
Well, yeah.
yeah. You
Trying to
see?
kick me out, pretty much.
Yeah. Do an impression.
Hey, Lois.
There you go. It's actually pretty good. Yeah. Voice of the Family Guy game.
Yeah, the first one. Well, they sent me out there to do the parts because they're having issues with somebody contractually, and they needed some backup in case it fell through. But I got a free trip to New York, got paid out of it. So.
There
Yeah.
you go.
No, it's very cool.
Yes.
How's it feel not to have to worry about how many different voices you do today?
What? What do you mean? Run that by me again?
What's with all the voices?
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's play Bag of Questions.
Would you like to start, or would you like to see how it's done?
It's whatever you guys want to do. It's your
All right,
show.
Screw you. I'm gonna
Okay,
have-
that's fine.
I will touch your sack.
I will firebomb your house now, but that's fine. You know, you start first.
All right, first up on Bag O Questions. Volume, what is this, 4?
4, I believe, yes.
Okay.
What is the worst injury you've ever had?
Oh, that would have been good for you.
Jeez, where do I start?
I just say we can all take turns answering the questions if you so choose. I would say physically.
Was it the? Mm-hmm.
Well, we
hurt
won't
your
talk about
schwanz?
that. Physically, I mean, my pancreas quit. Does that count? Emotionally, probably all the stuff Moose was saying to me right before we started the show.
Yeah, it's cold, man.
Look, you got fat hips. Sorry.
You don't have to talk about it.
That's just mean, man.
Well, you got fat lips.
Don't you spit on the new equipment.
That's what she said.
Oh.
So what's your worst injury?
Physically, yeah, probably my pancreas quitting.
What was that like?
Well, I didn't really. I mean, they gave me a pump, and now
Yeah,
I'm
but-
on insulin.
No.
Does that count? Like,
I don't
did someone,
know.
Did someone punch you in the
No,
pancreas and it just
no.
stopped working? And then, oh, I'm a diabetic now,
No,
or
no.
I guess you have to kind of distinguish between an injury.
or were you
and
born? You were born with it, right?
medical
No,
condition.
no, it came on.
It came on.
Yeah. See, actual like outright physical injury would probably be I had a broken arm,
Okay.
and I partially tore the plantar fascial tendon off the bottom of my foot. That was pretty painful.
That sounds painful.
Yeah.
I was in a boot for 3 months.
Yeah, you're like a cyborg, pretty much.
Well, yeah, but that's between the
I always-
CPAP and the insulin pump.
I always felt bad for if his daughter ever had a nightmare in the middle of the night and went in to wake him up. He'd like got the boot on, the mask.
What's the matter, honey?
Pretty much.
Hose is coming loose. And
I don't have a backup beeper, for God's sake.
oh, that's good.
They pull your sheets up. Disengaging back to
I hate you.
I'm your father.
Go ahead, tell us about your worst injury there.
Please let it be when you lost your sense of
I
smell.
was gonna say, can you taste this
That's
for
actually,
me?
yeah, it was, I don't know, because I was going to say my arm shattered.
Yeah.
Like not broke, but shattered. And I thought I was going to lose the arm. But,
Did you legitimately think you were going to lose that arm?
yeah, because they showed me the x-ray, and it was like, there was nothing holding it on. It was just floating there, just 1,000 pieces.
And what were you? You were playing baseball,
Playing
right?
baseball, yeah. But probably the worst is, losing the smell and the taste when I got drunk in Fremont, Nebraska, or Lamont. It's some
Fremont.
back-ass POS burg of nothingness. Went to a wedding for a former coworker. Sorry, didn't mean to yank on the headphone thing. But I got drunk and stumbled back to the room and took a shower. And between the booze and the hot water thinning the blood, I fell, hit my head. Started puking, went to sleep, got up to puke, fell again, hit the back of my head. So I covered both hemispheres for the most part of my brain, and since then I can't smell or taste to a certain extent.
Is it getting better?
It gets, slowly. It's very incremental.
So that's been like, what, 10 years ago?
That was 2005, I think. Yeah.
So more than,
Yeah.
wow.
So 12 years ago.
Boy, I would have put a bullet in my head if I can't taste.
Well, it's
I
like
didn't think it'd been that long.
I know time flies. It's not like I can't taste completely. There's certain times I get things.
But still.
Yeah, it's not what it used to be by any means. But, like anything, you move on. You find ways. Throw a lot of spice in things. What was your worst injury?
Oh, probably my neck.
Really? Not your knee?
No, the knee sucked. Don't get me wrong. That's up in the top 5 of worst things that have ever happened. Coming down on a trampoline wrong and just destroying my knee.
That was so bad.
Oh, it hurt. I will say that was one of the few times I almost threw up from pain.
That was like Peter Griffin, like.
Well, when I came down, I knew something was wrong. Like it felt like I jammed it. Like I kind of hyperextended it a little bit. And I didn't realize until I started to try and get to the edge of the thing, I felt things like tearing and twisting and grinding together. And that's what I kind of had to I'm going to throw up in front of everybody on the trampoline and just ruin a really good time.
Didn't you say the ambulance driver said, we get caught out of this place once a week?
Oh, that place is a death trap.
I know. We've talked about taking the 6-year-old there. No sooner have we finished, maybe we should go there. We're like, no.
Oh, I will be the dad that, hey, they're having this out at the one place. No, we're not. You're not going.
Right.
You're not going. But, Dad, I'll be the loser. You'll be the loser then, but both your knees and your back will work.
Yeah, exactly. How'd you hurt your neck?
We took Savannah.
I've had...
She's in traction, but, we had a good time.
It was fun.
Well, it's you remember Adam got hurt out there. I'm like, yeah, but...
Yeah.
It's Adam.
Yeah, who cares about that?
Kids might have an advantage in that they're more flexible.
Yeah.
Stuff's not as rigid as when you're old like us.
That was bad.
Well, and because I can only assume that he was doing something stupid at the time, and she was just bouncing.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
How'd you hurt the neck? I forgot.
Is
that recent?
There's been a couple that have kind of accumulated in some weird stuff. But the one I heard...
Oh, yeah.
The worst one was I was... when people get back-to-back to each other and do the backflips with... they lock arms.
If people get back-to-back doing each other, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah, it was, teenage boys. So.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well.
Just experimenting. But have you ever seen that done before?
Yeah.
You lock arms
Yep.
and you go over.
Yeah.
So... the fart was that? Did someone hit a spring or something?
Wasn't me. Sounds
Weird.
like a Cylon from the old Battlestar.
I didn't know what was happening there. Anyways, so I'm
gonna laugh when the mic didn't pick up anything at all.
Yeah, I know, right? It never does. Hey, do you hear that? No, I don't. Anyways, so I did it for one kid where he did the backflip over, and then I was like, okay, let me try. So I start going over, and he lost his balance, and I went headfirst into the ground, backwards, and heard a bunch of pops in my neck, saw a bunch of colors. This has been a long time ago, so that was kind of the beginning of neck issues for me.
Huh.
And that one, could not move my head.
That sounds painful as hell.
That was one of those things where you just, it just shuts down everything you do for months.
You can't mess around with the neck.
At least he only saw colors. It's not like, and then I smelled purple.
Yeah. I hurt so bad after that. And then it led to other stuff where in college when I was working out, I had 2 different lifting things I did where I did high weights, low reps. And then on the other day I would do low reps, high weights just to change it up. You build muscle differently.
Low weight, high rep.
Yes.
You said the same thing twice, yeah.
Then I said low weight.
Yeah, it's
okay. Anyways, I was doing shoulders, and I realized in the middle I was doing high weights, high reps because it felt weird. Mm-hmm. And then I heard something pop in the same spot, and I just dropped the weights. I just walked out of the weight room, and then couldn't move my head for 3 days.
Nice.
Is there any pop in the human body that's ever not good? Not counting cracking your knuckles.
Soda pop?
I don't know.
Body.
I'll crack my hip or my back or something. It feels awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, the neck stuff sucked.
I'll bet. Did you walk funny after that? Could you walk?
Yeah. I just couldn't turn my head. That and my neck.
And that's when he became Professor X.
I sense nothing.
Yeah.
No, I with the one in college was when it did the weird pop. I lay in bed and I couldn't get out of bed because my neck couldn't support the weight of my head to sit up.
Oh.
Yeah.
How does that happen?
I don't know. So, you want to try back of questions?
All right.
Reach in there.
We've lowered the tone right off the bat.
I know.
What's that? It's a scorpion!
Yes. My plan worked.
What TV show would you erase from existence? Is that current or previous?
Whatever.
What TV show would you erase from existence?
On Bag of Questions, presented by Skeleton Vineyards.
I'd probably say, and I don't know if it's still
Please
on.
answer in the form of a question.
I'd probably say 2.5 Men.
Why?
There's nothing.
You had a chance to get rid of the Kardashians.
Oh, yeah.
You had a chance to get rid of Teen Mom.
See, I don't mind Teen Mom.
Really?
There was a time where Jody and I watched that.
My wife still watches that god-awful show.
Oh, yeah. It's horrible, but there's something addictive about it. It's seeing them make the wrong decisions and be stupid and still be teenagers.
If I could wipe out Trading Spaces, I could get a lot of time back.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is that still on?
No, they're bringing it back, though.
Oh, yeah.
Which one?
Trading Spaces.
Is Paige, what's her name, going to be on there?
I think so, yeah.
What's
I
this?
spent a lot of time watching Trading Spaces with the wife 10 years ago.
What was it?
Two families would like swap houses and they'd go redecorate.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So go back to 2.5 Men. Why?
Since you brought up Kardashians, I'd almost like to revise my answer.
Well,
but I'd say 2.5 Men because it's very like...
Oh, here.
What?
Never done this before, but... What 2 TV shows? See, it was like that the whole time.
I'd say 2.5 Men because it was so like... set up, punchline.
It was so sitcom-y.
So sitcom-y, and the jokes were delivered very like hammy.
Part of me would get rid of that one strictly so Charlie Sheen didn't get that last little bit of fame.
Right. Then there's that.
Because I think that dude's a pile of trash.
Yeah.
To be fair, though, if that show hadn't been on, everybody'd go, John Cryer, who?
Right, yeah. I guess
You know what? I can live in a world without him.
But I think he's probably one of those guys that's talented enough he would find a different show. Like if 2.5 Men never came around, he would be on something. NCIS debut.
I still think of him. I still think of him as a Fishbowl. Was it Fishbowl from Hot Shots?
Ducky?
The guy with walleye vision.
Oh, from Hot Shots.
Yeah.
Oh.
He was in that.
He was.
Forgot about that, dude.
Yeah, that was their second time of working together.
I was going to say, Charlie Sheen was in Hot Shots.
Yeah.
Probably one of the more tolerable things
Probably
he's done.
the 2 best movies he's ever made.
Hot Shots and Hot Shots Part 2.
Yeah.
What about Wall Street? He was good in that.
Doesn't hold a candle to Hot Shots.
So,
When he gets electrocuted at Hot Shots.
The bones fall in a pile.
That or the knife. That he starts with the chainsaw knife.
Mm-hmm.
I got to revisit that. And what's the one with Val Kilmer from back in the day? Top Secret.
Top Secret.
That was so good.
Coming right on the heels of his Real Genius days.
Yeah. So that and Kardashians, I guess.
Yeah.
What would you get rid of TV-wise?
I think Teen Mom.
Really?
I really do. Kardashians, I can... But the problem with the Kardashians is I think the kids are okay if the mom wasn't around.
I know you've always wanted to take out Kris Jenner.
I think she's the head of the snake.
She is. She totally is.
I think Kris Jenner is the evilest...
Hail Hydra.
Yes. I think she could possibly be the Red Skull under all that makeup. I'm not going to lie. I don't know why, but Teen Mom I think just is bad. And it's garbage and tours and
you got to wonder if Teen Mom in any way is influencing teen girls. Like, maybe I'll get on the show.
I
don't think they're getting pregnant to get on the show.
I think totally.
Like, I think part of me thinks that like Teen Mom, those girls like literally like Kardashians I would say is more of a show where the way they act and stuff, they know it's on camera. Mm-hmm. But then you have like Farrah Abrams, isn't it?
I think that's it, yeah.
Like, I don't think she knows any better. She just treats people like garbage just because.
Right. She is the outlander, though. The outlier, excuse me. But because she's like way above beyond the pale of those girls.
That girl, her and Kris Jenner.
Yeah.
Like I don't know which one. Like if they're both on, the island and you save one or the other, I don't know which one. I may just land the helicopter in between them and just go with them.
Let the blades chop their heads off.
No, so that I saved the world from Kris Jenner and Farrah Abrams.
You know what bothers me about Farrah Abrams is she calls her dad by his first name. I would not tolerate that.
That's weird.
That is weird. I forget what his name was, but she'd be like, whatever, Matthew. I'm like, oh, you little bitch. My name is Daddy to you.
I just like how she just has literally driven her mom insane. Like, I think there was already kind of that she was kind of on the edge type stuff. She just treats that lady like garbage.
At a certain point, I know kids can divorce their parents. Can parents just disown the kid legally?
It'd be nice.
It would be nice.
So, wow.
Asking for a friend.
So we've had the down stuff of injuries, and we talked about Teen Mom for the first time on 151, presented by Skeleton Vineyards.
Thanks for really bringing up the discourse here, buddy.
Why is this my fault?
Because you drew the question.
Okay, sorry.
You're the new guy.
All right.
You're the FNG.
Welcome to the show, biatch!
Skeleton's wine with a backbone. I don't know if you knew that.
It is.
It is.
It's good
It
wine.
is.
Good vino.
All right. Next on Bag of Questions, presented by Skeleton Vineyards. See, got it in once again.
There you go.
Wine with a backbone.
What were you scared of as a child that you're still afraid of today? Height.
Clowns.
Really?
No, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. I get up, on stuff. Like, I hate getting up on the roof. I hate getting up on.
I don't mind heights as long as I'm secured to something. If
Yeah.
I have a rope, I'm good.
Yeah, if it's a chair that's falling from the sky and I'm secured to it, I'm totally cool.
Well, that's different.
But no, like roller coasters and all that kind of stuff doesn't bother me. But like you take me up to the sky deck on the Sears Tower, or what is it now?
The Willis
Willis
Tower?
Tower.
Yeah, that glass
What you
and
talking about, Willis Tower?
that glass enclosure thing. I'm like, no.
Quick,
not
do an
walking
impression
Of who?
of Gary Coleman.
I don't know if I can do that one.
Okay.
Sean Connery.
What you talking about, Willis?
Sean Connery.
Yes, money, Penny. What you talking about, Willis?
Sean Connery talking to Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, man. Arnold, where we going? Oh, see, I mixed in Arnold there. I don't know, Chandel. We're going to kill the people. Stick around. You stick around, you stupid... Sorry.
What the hell just happened?
I don't know, but it's awesome. The funniest two impressions he ever did, back to back. It was so, and I literally, like, you know how they say the whole thing of fall out of your chair laughing. I literally fell out of my chair laughing. It was him doing a conversation between George W. and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, jeez.
And Jesus, oh my God. Like, it was that laugh where you're laughing so hard your head is, you're lightheaded.
Yes.
I'm glad you enjoyed that.
That was, and it just kept going.
We had magical times.
Yeah. But yeah, I'd say heights. I don't like spiders or snakes either, but heights are the one I deal with the most.
See, probably...
My new fear is bats.
Well, yeah.
Put another bat in the house.
I know, yeah. Did you get that resolved?
Yeah. Hopefully.
Was it like the last time?
Yeah.
Guy comes and...
No, well, it was in the laundry room over here.
Oh.
No.
Damn
I mean,
you,
right behind me?
Batman.
Yes. So, you got a scared thing from when you were a kid?
That I'm still afraid of?
Yeah.
Nothing really jumps to mind.
You have no fear.
See, all of my fears.
Actually, you know what?
adults-
I know you're lying. If I pulled out a Nerf gun right now, you'd probably be scared.
Oh, yeah, that's fairly recent, though. Like, rubber bands and stuff, like armed and pointed at my face bothers me because I feel like I'm going to lose an eyeball. But I don't recall being scared of that when I was a kid.
Huh.
That's fairly recent.
See, and that's all my fears as an adult are like different than when I was a kid.
Yeah, well, like,
Yeah.
now you fear for your kid's health
Yeah,
and
it's-
safety and paying the bill, not losing your job. Oh. I literally didn't mean to do that as a dig. I caught myself.
Just turned it into one because it was such a fine opportunity.
Next on Bag of Questions.
I was going to say the only thing from my childhood that still scares me might be that scene from, it was a movie, the Creep Show movie or Twilight Zone movie. And Dan Aykroyd and Albert Brooks are driving in the car, and Dan Aykroyd's like, hey, you want to see something scary? He's like, yeah, pull over. And he turns his head and comes back. He's like this ghoul demon thing. That scared the crap out of me.
Like Large Marge.
Yeah, kind of like that. Now, to this day, it still scares me.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Just-
Because it doesn't hold up.
Well, that or, you never know when someday Jody will be like, hey, you want to see something scary?
Bleh.
She shows me her deformed third boob.
I was going to say she takes off her pants, but
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
That is scary.
Oh, bazinga.
But I close my eyes and I knock that bottom out like a good husband.
hopefully she never watches this.
Love you. It's all for jokes.
I think it's fairly safe to say that none of our wives are ever going to watch any of these.
You doing your rodcast? It's a podcast.
Okay, tell Rod I said hi. I'll give you the rod.
What TV/movie car would you want to own?
Ooh.
Generally.
Generally?
Yeah. Generally, or the kit or Kit.
Kit's cool, but you almost have Kit now with any new car.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Does it do the turbo boost? It'd have
Well,
to.
it'd have to, yeah.
The General Lee would be cool because it would just be indestructible.
Well, that's the thing. I mean,
Like
that
you
was
could jump it and it'll land.
that was the gold standard for fast cars that you could do anything with as a child. You know, was a General Lee.
You know what would be cool is to have the Munsters hot rod
Yeah.
with the open top driver
Ooh,
seat. And
Lone Stars Winnebago.
That'd be pretty cool.
what's that? From?
Eagle 5 Spaceballs.
Oh yeah.
Eagle 5 coming in.
Yeah, I guess that counts.
That TV/movie, whatever you want.
Was it
Hey,
a
what-
car though?
Hey, what ship is at in the parking lot in Spaceballs at the end? There was an Easter egg that I saw the other day that I hadn't.
Is it the Nostromo from Aliens? I know the crew's in there.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
Ooh, the troop transport vehicle they have. That'd be a cool car to have.
I can't believe you
One
guys.
of the spinners from Blade Runner.
Oh yeah.
Harrison Ford.
I haven't seen
How
that in so
are you
long.
guys leaving out the DeLorean here? Really? A flying DeLorean?
Well, if it flies, yeah.
Like Back to the Future 2 DeLorean.
So we're thinking we're keeping the fantasy aspect of these vehicles intact.
I would say so.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah, if it could fly, I'd probably take that.
yeah. Fly and travel in time.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna take the DeLorean. Good call.
Okay, then just.
Well, then I'm just going to take the TARDIS.
That's the phone booth from Doctor Who.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of a car, right?
I think you're stretching a little bit on that.
Hey.
It's not a car; it's a device. It's more of a time travel device.
It's a plot device, let's face it. But,
Right.
It's
you know.
Millennium Falcon.
Is it? In Spaceballs?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah, someone said something about it. I'm like, oh, holy So,
Are we going to flash that graphic up on the screen, or are we just all going to pretend that they could see it?
we're going to pretend they could see it.
I can Google it.
I know, that's literally what I Googled was Spaceballs parking lot.
Easy.
And it's the first image that came up. Hey,
Hey,
by the way, real quick, when did South Park start dropping F-bombs?
Oh, are they? I haven't been watching.
Unless that's just a Hulu thing. I watched...
Are they not bleeping it for Hulu?
Yeah, well, Randy Marsh walked across and told someone to put it on the f***ing list. And I went, what?
They probably bleeped in on the Comedy Central area.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know that was a thing now.
I don't know.
So,
Is it a recent episode?
yeah.
My guess is they probably just bleeped it.
Okay.
But on Hulu, it's like, hey, it's Hulu. You can.
Yeah, you do whatever you
I
want.
thought you were going to say, like, when did they start dropping quality?
No, I don't know. It was the first time I've watched it in a while. I just saw it pop
I
up.
haven't seen South Park in years.
Kind of a love-hate.
Is it my turn?
Best
Yeah.
episode ever. Make Love, Not Warcraft.
That one's that or the anime one.
Is that the one where they're like the fat guys in the basement killing
Yeah.
them all in war?
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
And the World of Warcraft one.
I like that one and the
The anime.
anime one where Butters gets the ninja star in his
yeah,
eye.
they go to the swap meet and buy weapons.
There's a name here. Is that? Did they suggest the question?
Yes.
Yeah.
This would be one of our fan-submitted questions.
Okay.
This one submitted by John Troll, a frequent contributor to the show. Thank you, John.
The question is, who would be on your sci-fi Mount Rushmore?
Ooh.
From Jonathan Troll.
Ooh. That's a thinker.
So how many are on the regular Mount Rushmore?
Four. Yeah.
So these are like your favorites in sci-fi.
If you loved America, you'd know that.
I like America.
Yeah.
I'm a pinko commie.
You know.
Hey,
Yeah.
Would it kill you to get Baryshnikov up there? He's a ballet dancer.
Yeah.
a Russian ballet dancer.
So.
Well, the sci. Can we come back to me? I need to think a little bit.
If you watch Sex and the City, you'd know that.
I think you'd have to have Lucas and Roddenberry.
Well, are we going characters or creators?
I think
that's
it's
two different questions.
It's
man.
your sci-fi Mount Rushmore.
Okay.
I think maybe
And-
both are eligible. The creators and the
Yeah.
characters.
I mean, if you want to do
Tellers.
just your characters, but I mean, if you're going to talk about, if you're going to say Kirk, don't you think you should put the man who created Kirk
No.
up there? Really?
No.
You don't think Gene Roddenberry?
No, because what most of what we love about Star Trek, don't get me wrong, Gene Roddenberry had the basis for the idea, and he liked to get out front and talk very much about the the nobility of the idea and whatnot, and
Yeah.
a lot of it after the fact. But a lot of what you see out of Star Trek that became, what we know and love was done by Bob Justman and some of the other producers and the writers that were actually churning out the content. Roddenberry, don't get me wrong, had the germ of the idea, but it's kind of like Bill Kane and Bob Finger with Batman. A lot of the actual content and credits came from other people.
But without Bob Kane and what's his name, Finger?
Bill Finger.
These other people wouldn't be able to contribute.
Well, but no, the Bob Kane.
Here comes the fist fight on
the Bob Kane Bill Finger story was everything was Batman created by Bob Kane. Bob Kane was basically the guy who funded it and owned the stuff, and Bill Finger was basically just like a paid guy going in, but he was the one who created everything that we think about Batman today. And then Bob Kane put his name on it and took credit for it.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong, Bob Kane was very integral to getting it out there, but the ideas actually came from Bill Finger.
Okay.
So in the same way that, yes, Roddenberry was very instrumental in putting it out, and it's very, very much a collaborative effort that you can put a lot of people and say, okay, we'll just put this under Gene Roddenberry. But
it's shorthand for the...
It's shorthand in a way, but I don't know that I would put him up there and say, I'm
going to put Roddenberry up there. I'm going to put Lucas up there.
Roddenberry's idea for the motion picture was Kirk traveling to a planet and fighting Jesus Christ.
Whoa.
So if they put in Nazareth, son of a bitch, it'd be the best. You imagine Kirk and Jesus Christ fighting with, now you're messing with a son of a bitch.
Anyway, you're Mount Rushmore.
Well, so creators / visionaries responsible for
/ characters.
Okay.
Justin's got to complicate it. So you can't possibly just go with the easy answer of Roddenberry.
Thanks for making it full of... Thanks for the Discord, John.
Justin's going to go off and roll his own cigarettes. Actually, Gene Roddenberry is not... I met a guy like that once back in the day. We wanted to push him into the bonfire. But anyway, go ahead. Well, who's on your Mount Rushmore sci-fi?
I was going to say you'd probably have to do Lucas. You'd have to do Roddenberry. You'd have to do Stan Lee. And probably...
whoever created Gem.
Yes.
Outrageous.
Yeah. You know what? We're just going to
go.
Outrageous we are just going to go that route.
I got to take issue with Stan Lee. Is that sci-fi?
Close enough. I mean, it's shortcut sci-fi. I mean, Iron Man, when it comes down to it, is sci-fi. The Fantastic Four are sci-fi.
To me, there's a distinction between sci-fi and comic books.
See, and I think that you can integrate elements.
Well, you see,
right? Elbow patch, tweed jacket on. Go ahead, Professor.
I don't know.
I don't think you need to draw that distinction.
But see, when they refer to Iron Man the movie, they refer to it as a comic book adaptation. They don't say a sci-fi movie, right?
Yeah, but if you're doing a genre, then comic book has to be its completely own genre and not it's still science fiction.
You know what? You know who's going to be the other guy up there? The guy who created Godzilla.
Interesting.
Okay.
I don't really have anything else.
Okay.
What about the guy who created Metropolis? That old movie from
Fritz Lang.
Is it Fritz Lang?
I think so, yeah.
1920s, 30s. I mean,
yeah,
you
like
look at
29.
the visuals of that, there's a lot of stuff there that probably lends itself to what we see now as far as sci-fi.
I mean, if we're gonna to put up the pillars, I mean, visual medium's great. I'm probably gonna throw Isaac Asimov up there. 3 Laws of Robotics.
Or how about the dude that did Time Machine?
H.G. Wells.
Yeah, H.G. Wells.
Or even go back to the guy that did the Lensman series that inspired a lot of your Green Lantern and Jedi and all sorts of stuff. So
I kind of wish Jonathan had specified what he meant, like creators, developers, visionaries, or characters.
Maybe we can return to it sometime.
Well, I mean, we should.
Troll actually listens to this stuff,
Yeah,
So-
he'll provide some feedback, and I mean, sure, we could blame him, or we could say that we overcomplicated the question.
I say specify because it's interesting both ways.
Yeah.
Thanks
I
a lot,
think.
John.
Like you can say RoboCop and Luke Skywalker, but that's interesting conversation in and of itself, apart from the creators, the visionaries, the doers, the makers, the shakers.
I would like to see Mount Rushmore with RoboCop's head up there.
What
Some
position would you put him in?
Ed 209's patrolling around there.
We need
You
to
are
go-
too close to the monument.
Let's go fund me that thing. Change.org, what is it?
Yeah, one of those.
Yeah.
Well, where do you
Take
put?
off Washington and put RoboCop up.
Or just put the RoboCop helmet on George Washington
Oh, that.
with like a light going around. So
Hell yeah.
that'd be awesome.
You can see our GoFundMe page at
Dead or alive, this cherry tree's coming with me.
Yeah, there you go. We'll do one last question on Bag of Questions.
How many questions you got in there?
I don't
a
know.
lot.
No idea. I didn't add any to it this time.
Well, we have a lot.
So, what video game world would you most like to live in?
Cool. Good question. Who did that? Who submitted it?
Me?
Oh, okay. What video game world?
Uncharted.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That's fun.
Yeah. I would like to be able to scale cliffs just by throwing myself over and grabbing a handhold.
You ever think of like
Parkour.
how much upper body strength
Right?
that dude needs for
Right.
that? And Assassin's Creed guy?
Uh-huh.
Or if he just went on Ninja Warrior just once.
Yeah, he'd kill it.
Yeah.
Be the world all-time champ all the time.
Yeah.
Upper body's like this wide. So you'd go Uncharted.
Yep.
Video game world. Specific video game or series?
In a world.
Yeah, it's
That
no,
one's
no. We're not overcomplicating this like the last question. We're just not doing that.
Take the jacket off. Unroll the cigarette.
right. Assassin's Creed's pretty cool. Because much like Uncharted, there's lots of worlds to explore and history to be a part of.
I think he's gonna pick World of Warcraft.
No, actually.
What is it?
I'm going to pick Star Trek Online because I rose to the rank of Admiral in like 3 weeks.
Nice.
Because you're good at it? That's why you want to be in there?
And I had my own starships. I had pick of whatever. And I just cruised around the galaxy.
Cool. Why not?
Yeah. Had awesome weapons arrays. And why
you
not?
were a rear admiral, weren't you?
Maybe. What's the problem? No, I just it was that game when it first came out was amazingly easy.
Yeah.
And you flew like it was only 30 levels to the top, and it was like done.
That was,
And then I had nothing to do.
It was much like when DC Online came out.
Yeah.
Initially, I was maxed out within like a week.
And then there was no content.
Right. Not for like 6 months, and by
Really?
that time I was bored with
Yeah.
it.
Wow, that seems like something they would...
Yeah, you blew through the opening content. Now, I haven't played since. I did play DC Online like a couple months ago, and I immediately just deleted it from the PlayStation. I'm like, this is just garbage.
Really?
Yeah.
This game sucks.
That Star Wars Battlefront's not that good.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, it looks great. If you're a Star Wars fan, you're going to love the aesthetic of it. It just doesn't play good.
I'm actually looking forward to slightly off topic, but the new South Park game coming out, since we were talking about South Park earlier.
Oh, really?
The Fractured Butthole.
Are you a fan of South Park? I know you said you haven't watched it in a little while.
I haven't watched it in a long, long time, but I played the Stick of Truth was on a Steam sale.
That's a game?
Yeah, South Park: The Stick of Truth.
Okay.
It was on Steam on sale, like a clearance deal or something, and I downloaded it and played it when I was on the road for like a week, and it wasn't bad. So
Cool.
Yeah, the other thing about Star Trek Online, I would live.
yeah,
I wouldn't worry about dying or anything
Why would you live? What's the guarantee of living there?
because I was like pretty much topped out on it.
Oh, because you were the
it's
bee's knees.
basically
Yeah.
invulnerable.
Yeah.
So you got that going for you.
Yeah, so
This is
yeah.
pretty
I
cool.
order people around.
Plus, I mean, you're just
Have an
getting
awesome
to live
ship.
in the Star Trek universe.
Yeah,
so, I mean,
exactly.
there's nothing wrong with that.
You, give the Admiral Bravo Juliet. Let's go.
Pretty much it.
Perks of the job.
All right, friends, that's going to do it for this version of Bag of Questions. We sealed the bag.
The bag is closed.
The bag is closed. So thank you, Moose, for coming on the show again. And
Yeah, thanks for having me.
brightening our day a little bit.
I'm here to brighten.
Do an impression.
I don't know.
Here, you think about that. We were 151 presented by Skeleton Vineyard. Got an impression yet?
It's a long trip. I'll need a snack.
You can find us on Facebook, Tumblr, and Twitter, all at 151 The Show. And we are on Podbean, iTunes, and YouTube. Please subscribe to those now. What? Are you making fun of my...
No.
You guys
Really?
harmonized.
I was trying to harmonize.
Okay.
Trying to choralize.
It's like we were getting ready to say the same thing.
What?
You guys finish each other's.
Sandwiches.
All right, with that, it's time for a shameless plug.
Cue the music.
This is a part of the show where we shamelessly plug something. It doesn't matter if it's a website or a movie or TV show or a product, a tool.
It's something we like.
Yes, and Justin, are you doing this? Or
I'll
what?
do this one, yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
My shameless plug for this week is graphic audio. Ask me what graphic audio is.
What is graphic audio?
Graphic audio is a set of CDs, or you can download the MP3 versions. But basically, they're an audiobook.
It's audio that says. It's graphic, right?
Adam Mark.
Got the middle name in there. It's basically like an audiobook that's produced like a movie. In fact, their tagline is a movie in your mind. Sound effects, different voice actors, and the whole thing is phenomenal. Right now, I'm currently doing Brandon Sanderson's Stormlight Archives. The third book's getting ready to come out, so I've been doing book 2. It's a completely different experience listening to it than reading it. It really comes alive.
Is there any like famous people in those, or
No.
No?
It's all just they have a recurring set of voice actors, but they'll do like the Marvel adaptations,
Okay.
and there's a whole bunch of westerns and a lot of Brandon Sanderson stuff that they've adapted.
maybe that's something you ought to get into?
Yeah, no, it sounds like something I should probably submit.
Acting.
You need to get an agent anyway. Is it kind of like War of the Worlds, like the original radio version of that, Orson Welles?
It kind of, yeah. I mean, it's very
They got the big
very audio play-ish. Yeah, I mean, for example, if we were in a scene that had like a fireplace,
Lesbians.
you'd hear the fire crackling in the background. It's thematic, and it creates an
Get too
atmosphere.
fired.
Now I'm thinking about lesbians by a fireplace. Thank you.
On a bearskin rug
Yeah.
with Skeleton Vineyards.
Clam Bump, rated R. Next on graphic audio.
Seriously though, that sounds like something you dig.
Yeah, I'd probably do that.
I mean, you do voices.
I've
Do a
done it.
voice.
I don't know what to do.
Jeez, you talk about me blowing up.
I didn't blow up though.
Close.
It was close, but it didn't blow up.
But you can get to the histogram and take that clip out.
Do a voice.
I'm Justin. I don't know.
Do what's his name? The Boston dude.
Oh, Maki Mark? Hi, we're gonna go fishing? Alright, okay? Is that alright? You try Wahlburgers? They're coming to West Des Moines, okay? You gonna eat it? Call your mother.
Now Donald Trump.
This is great. These Wahlburgers are huge. They're fantastic. You're gonna love them. You're gonna love them. You're gonna be so happy.
That dude
Huge.
Hillary. All right. Is that so? Graphic audio.
Graphic audio is great.
All right. We'll have information about that at the bottom of the page, along with Skeleton Vineyards, Wine with Backbone. They are presenting 151. Although after all of this, I don't know if they're going to want to.
It was a good run. It was a
if
good
we
run.
had the white hair, it'd be.
It sounds like they're not, grandma and grandpa vineyard type thing. Like, they got some chutzpah.
Right.
They're not afraid of the edge.
Right.
I hope not. I hope not. All right, that's going to do it for us. We will be back next time. Please subscribe to our YouTube, Podbean, and iTunes channel. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Tumblr, all at 151 The Show, presented by Skeleton Vineyards. Thanks again to Moose for showing up and helping out and having fun with us and possibly, making our sponsor, man. But,
Killing your sponsorship. You're welcome.
Yes. Thanks for wrecking the show, Moose.
Thanks for having me.
That's great.
Love to have you back on if we have a medium to do a show.
They just clean out everything.
Watch, it'll be a huge jump cut. Like after 10 minutes, cut right to, okay, thanks. What's your graphic audio? Okay, bye. The end.
It's not a bad idea.
Right.
All right, we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.